Made it! Welcome in! Eldine Tux and Eldine Tux's stream. We're here. Between Christmas and New Year, it's that time when you never know what day it is. You can't remember the date. Is it Thursday, Friday? Maybe it's Monday. Not sure. But it's one of those. And yeah, in fact, it's probably not. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Yes, but that's where we are now. So I hope you've all had a good Christmas. I shall tell you a few stories of what I've been up to this Christmas. First of all, let me welcome in Dynamonstrosity, one of my mods. I know you're lurking because it's about bedtime for the children. And Sharp Mercenary, thank you very much for both of you coming in. I can see we've got a couple of others hiding in the shadows there. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So just a bit of admin really. This is a stream where I paint miniature figures. And we just chat really. Most of the chat's about LARP, but doesn't have to be. Yeah, and the money, all the money I raise, 99% of the money I raise goes to this thing up here called the Kit Library, which is where I lend out stuff to people at the LARPs I attend. Primarily Curious Pastimes, but there are a few others I go to as well, and I just bring kit along. I've done Wild Realms, I've done what else have I done? Second Chance LARP and a couple of iLARPs and bits and pieces like that. So yes, so that's what all the funding from this goes towards. This is also a mental health safe space, so just be aware of what you say. Was that a knock on my door? I hope not. Just be aware of what you're saying, and if you are triggered and you are on Twitch, you can play the X card and change the topic conversation. We are on both Twitch and YouTube, and yes, you can find the video on YouTube for, yeah, as long as I keep it going. Right, so Christmas. Yeah, what an eventful Christmas. It's my first Christmas with my new family. For those of you who haven't or are not aware, I am currently seeing, and hopefully for the long foreseeable future, seeing Pride of Franconia. And I spent family Christmas with her and her family, which was lovely. But as always, there's always that little bit that goes, ooh, Well, before I go any further, Purge Streamer I've taken off. I suddenly realised that it, for some reason, it wasn't set up. So you can't do Purge Streamer tonight, I am afraid. So you've got my beautiful face all evening, well, for the next 2 hours anyway. Did I get anything for Christmas? Yes, first of all, I got this floofed, and very warm it is too, and the jumper that's underneath it. Got both of those things. Also, if I gift this very carefully, I had got this, which is a water thing for paintbrushes. So it stores the brushes, and you've got knobbly bits at the bottom, so when you wash your brushes off, it washes all the paint out as well. Somebody did suggest the bottom round here might be for paint, but actually I think it's probably more for dripping brushes. So I got that. I've got quite a few other bits and pieces as well, from some different variety types of food, which I really enjoy. Just trying to think. Brain has just, I ought to have made a list really. Brain has just gone. I'm sure other things will come to me as I. What did you get? Anybody out there, what did you get for Christmas? Was it an enjoyable Christmas for you? Whilst you're answering that question, let me tell you what happened this Christmas. So this Christmas, as I said, I was with Pride of Franconia in Cardiff. Went down on the Thursday. Her parents were arriving on the Friday, and her sister and her sister's fiance, were arriving on Christmas Day. No, Christmas Day? Can't remember. They may have been coming over the day before. I can't remember. Anyway, so Christmas being on the Monday. So, right, did they arrive on the Saturday? I think they might. Brains addled, I told you. Anyway, I arrived the day before the parents. When the parents arrived, unfortunately, an older member of the family contracted pneumonia, and they're normally in a care home, and you know that was all going to be hunky-dory, well and good, But unfortunately, the care home decided that it was so serious they sent them to hospital, which meant that Pride's parents were on standby. So we had Christmas Day on Christmas Eve. So we had our Christmas meal and our presents and stockings on Sunday instead of Monday. Kind of throws things out a little bit, but you know, we cope with that. As it happened, I mean, positive sides of the story, the elderly relative did come home for Christmas, and nobody needed to rush off anywhere, which meant Christmas Day we were kind of like, what are we going to do now? So we would completely rearrange Pride of Franconia's front room, as you do on Christmas Day, including putting up TVs, pictures, yeah, drilling into walls even. We did make sure we were drilling on the side that there wasn't anybody staying. That could have been interesting. But yes, so we did all that sort of stuff. And yes, it was a really good Christmas. Really enjoyed it. And I came home today. So I had a little quote to do in Cardiff. So I popped over, did the quote, got back, packed my van up, started up the engine.
Thank you for your patronage.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much for that. Very much appreciated. What was I going to say? Yes. So I jumped in my van. I was parked behind Pride's car, so I backed up a little bit so I could then pull out into the road and off I went. Well, that's what I thought. So I backed up, changed gear, only it didn't. My van had no gears. Came out of reverse into neutral and I couldn't go into any gear. So I was stuck. So rang the RAC. They said it'd be about half an hour. Well, yeah, after about an hour, Pride said, there's a garage just up the road. Why don't you go and see them, see if they can do something? Oh, okay. So popped up the road, got completely drenched. I mean, completely soaked through to the skin. Eventually the RAC does turn up 2.5 hours later, and it's for those people who are technically minded with cars, which I'm not, it's the linkage from the gear stick to the gears themselves, and it was a 10-minute fix and cost me a tenner. But I had all these visions because Pride and I are going away in 2 days' time and having a nice little jaunt down to Cornwall in the van. Anyway, that's my stories I've enjoyed. Did you all have a good Christmas? As I say, thank you very much for that Prime sub there, Sarah. Up to 17 months. That is fantastic. Thank you so much for your dedication to my channel. I've got a fur mantle and leg braces with new pouches and lots of money to spend at CPE1. We are going to the western edge of Bodmin, where there's a Premier Inn. And then we are visiting the Eden Project and Tintagel. We're also going to watch the sun come up on New Year's Day, which is what we tend to do. We don't stay up late. Yes, we will not be too far from you, Sharp. Not far from you at all. So yes, coming down to, it's supposed to rain all week, which isn't great, but hey, it's still Cornwall and I have fond memories of Cornwall. So lots of money to spend at CPE1. Cool. So everything for you was LARP then, Sharp? Don't think I got anything for LARP this year. Just trying to think what people did buy me. So I've got this, I've got that, I've got that. Say lots of different food. Oh, I got a mug. Got a mug. Haven't got it here. I've left it at Pride, which is a lot of Forester talk. Oh, Bissy butt and all that sort of jazz. So yeah, I knew I'd remember something else. Anyway, LARP and Norse pagan stuff with sweets. Sweets are always good. I got biscuits. In fact, the biscuits are here. Chocolate. Not any chocolate, dark chocolate digestives. I may have to pinch one or two of those as we go. You never know. Right, let me... Okay. Well, that was interesting. Why have I got a 1 minute left? Oh, well, yes. I'm not doing the hat thing anymore. I forgot to set that off, didn't I? There we go. Let me do something about that. I'd forgotten that. Where is that? Oh, sorry. Well, that shouldn't have happened. There we go. I'm not sure where that is coming in. It's what part of the alerts? Okay. Sorry about the music on and off. Yeah, that was to do with that. Right. I'll have to get rid of that. Somebody remind me to get rid of the Christmas hat thing, because I'm not doing the Christmas hat. It's not Christmas anymore. I know I've still got decks up, but they're going as soon as I finish this stream. I just didn't have to. I didn't get home till nearly 4:30, and then I've made phone calls and other bits, so I haven't had time to get rid of the Christmas decks, but I will do. Right, okay, so what am I doing tonight? I am just carrying on with these skeletons. This one is just about done. I just need to do the base. This one needs a bit more, and I've got two others that I'm kind of part way through. So there's 4 skeletons there. So as I've only got to do the base on that one, let's do that first. Oh, and just grab a swallow of tea, because you know it's a good thing to do. Just to remind you, I do have ads on my channel, so if you're not subscribed, you are likely to get ads. Not everybody gets them. Hey ho. I'm still on 2 YouTube subs. Thank you very much for those 2. I know one of them is. It's the other one I'm not sure of. And I did say it would be lovely to get to 200 Twitch followers by the end of the year. Not going to happen, is it? I need to get 19, and this is my last stream of the year. Oh well, it was a nice thought, but not this time, obviously. Right. Got some ideas for some YouTube videos I might do. I'm not bad at doing wood grain, you see, things like that. Just subscribed to your YouTube channel. Thank you very, very much. Let's see if that's come up. Do that, do that. I have 3 subscribers. Right, now, the only thing is with this is it's not automatic, because my Firebot doesn't automatically link to my YouTube. So I just got to remember how to do this. So let me just update that. There, edit. Right, that should now come up with 3 with a bit of luck. Thank you very much there, Sharp. That's much appreciated. So yes, that does mean, because you know, subscriptions, that word even, on YouTube are free. Whoa, right, that's not staying there. Let's see if I put it into that one. Okay. Subscriptions on YouTube are like followers on Twitch. So that makes 3. At the minute, all that YouTube does is really store these streams for me. So it means that these streams are there. But as I say, I mean, I've got Torgrim's thing up there, and I've also got how to use Titancraft, which is where a lot of these figures are designed. So you can design your own. Next, I want to get up there a tutorial on how to do woodwork, how to paint wood grain onto a flat surface, which I have to say is not my original idea on how to do it. It's by somebody called Mick Clark. Back in the day, you're talking about 25 years ago. He did it, and then I did another tutorial on it, just tidy it up a little bit. Was going to do that today or tomorrow, but coming home late, chances are that's not going to happen. So what LARPs are people looking at this year? I mean, for me, it's going to be a little bit of let's see what I can afford, because yeah, you know, just restarted the handyman business. I'm going to be a little bit tight for money for a little while, which is why I didn't really want the van to cost me a huge amount, which it didn't. Thank you. So I say it's going to be a bit money dependent, but I'm looking to do all 4 mainline CPs. I've got Algine. I've already paid for the Algine faction event in March. And say then it's going to be what can I afford and what I've got spoons for, and what can I afford the time for with work and murder mysteries, and potentially doing a play. See if I can find another one to do. Now I'm not doing the Wizard of Oz. CP, Chaos Gate and Empire. Excellent. Pilgrim, welcome in. Long time no see. We will be doing some Empire events and possibly one CP event. Ooh. Also, Merry Christmas, Sixter. Yes, absolutely. Merry Christmas. I hope you've had a good one. I hope the little one is suitably impressed with Christmas this year. And you've had a good one as well, along with Mrs. Pilgrim. Must arrange a catch up at some point. Been saying that for a little while now, we just haven't got round to it. So many dinosaur presents. I take it he's into dinosaurs at the moment. I mean, I think he was last time I saw him, so cool. Dinosaur presents are good. More importantly, buddy, what did you get for Christmas this year? You know, I mean, when you've got children, and I was the same, you talk about what your children got and how much they enjoy it. But sometimes you just need to take a step back and just say, but I got this as well. Any idea which CP event? It'd be good to see you. It's been a hot minute since we last saw you at a CP event. Also, anybody out there, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, actually, do you know what? I don't think I've got YouTube on my thing. Let me try, it might happen, Let me do it on that one. I don't think it's there. But that doesn't work. No! So, let me do it this way. Okay. I thought my channel had a... Okay, well this is my current... Might as well do it with this one. Do. Go and give me a sub over on there. We aren't sure, one or renewal, so it's near friends in London. That way we can take it easy and dip in and out if we want to over a very long weekend. Yes, did you pick up 2 and 3 are a new site this year? Which surprised me actually, because I thought 1 and 4 were going to be at the new site, and then move 2 and 3 down to Packer. But I'm just wondering if they'd already booked up Packer for 1 and 4. And therefore they're using the new site and testing it with 2 and 3. Went over a very long weekend. Yep, no, that's very sensible, buddy. Very sensible. I'm sure you won't want to leave, but hey, you know, each their own. I'm intrigued by the new site. I'm a little bit wary of the new site. It doesn't look like it's going to have a lot of forest cover. It looks like it's going to be an open field kind of thing, which, I mean, yeah, okay, we all know what was I going to say, we all know about 2 and 3 at Huntley, and there's lots of grumblings about the open site, and you both do Empire, and I mean Empire seemed to cope with their open site. I didn't particularly like that part of it. Give me a site with glades any day. So, but we'll see. I mean, I'm trying not to jump the gun because I don't know the site. I've never been there, and it might be there's more sheltered areas than there appears at first sight. I think the beauty of Packer is its glades. If anybody's out there just listening in and wondering what we're talking about Curious Pastimes and the fact that that particular LARP has got too large for their current sites, both at Huntley and Packer, to be fair. And they're trying out a new site for 2 of their events this year. I don't know what their future plans about that are, but I am guessing, because the site's supposed to be bigger than Packer, which is their big site, they'll move 1 and 4 there if they're happy with it, and move 2 and 3 to Packer. I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know, but based on numbers, that would make sense. What are you most looking forward to about CP this year? Come here, what new character? looking to see how I can integrate back into our guy with a new character and see how they cope and develop. What about you, buddy? Or anybody else, actually? Any LARPers out there? You know, I've got Pilgrim, I've got Sharp. What are you all looking forward to? Whilst I'm taking a couple of seconds out, sort this out. Stream alerts. Edit. Subscribers. Yep. I'm really looking forward to see where CP go plot wise. Well, yeah, because I mean we basically finished off the last plot. They're not bringing in the new rule system until, where did I put that? Until next year. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what they're doing this year. Are they doing like a single year sort of like, let's throw this at them and see what happens? Or are they going to start a complete new plot line which is going to carry on into the new game system? Are they perhaps making the rules changes part of the plot, the game? Possibly. I know many of the faction events are going to incorporate ways of people discussing what they like and dislike about their factions and the rule system and that. Presumably this is the last sort of like fact gathering, although I think they've got most of their rule changes sorted. As I understand it, they're just sort of like doing a few little tweaks here and there throughout the year until they've got it to where they want it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I see CP looking at the void stuff that was mentioned at renewal. The void stuff, remind me, because I mean our Gaia, we have some definite stuff about the void. Is it that stuff or is it something different? I don't remember the void stuff at renewal, but then there was a lot going on, including my character death, so I did miss quite a bit. And Torgrim just didn't take interest in more plot stuff most of the time. Looking forward to seeing what Pride does with her character. Now she hasn't got Torgrim. I think it's a good thing. She and I have had long discussions about this. We think it's a good thing that she and Torgrim weren't together too long. It wasn't planned that way, but I think it will work quite well. I'm afraid I can't remember anything about void stuff on like world stuff. After the ritual to fill the frame, the reality with realities. People saw the cosmos glow and the void had eyes coming from it. Right, didn't know that. Our Gaia left before the end. Our Gaia got the hump with the Jereg. And we went and stormed into the Jereg camp, so we didn't get to see that. And nobody's mentioned it since, so you're the first person to have told me. So that's interesting. What, did you all see this? Was it like a vision? How did they do it? Was it basically a timeout and everybody was told what they saw? Like I said, we weren't there. And Pilgrim, you're not thinking of coming to the faction event then? I mean, not necessarily with the whole family, just yourself, or possibly with the family. Just mentioning it because it sounds like it's going to be quite a good one. In that there's lots of people going. Seems it's going to be a popular one this year. We didn't have one at the end of last year, so thought I saw you the Jerry camp on Sunday. Yeah. Only the people who participated in the ritual saw the vision but told others afterwards. Right, we were at the ritual as a faction, but then we left before the end and marched into the Jared camp. So I don't know, certainly the people who were partaking in the ritual haven't mentioned it to me or my character. At least one member of our Gaia was in the ritual that comes onto my stream, so not saying they should have mentioned it, that's up to them. Just saying that it hasn't been mentioned. Yeah, it kind of fizzled out that Sunday. It was gearing up to be a really big sort of like fight between the Jerrig and Algaia, and it just fizzled out really. A little bit of a disappointment, but hey, these things happen. I'm not really engaged with the plot at the moment, and I can't leave kiddo with wife for weekends. Too much going on with her job, and he's too difficult to sorrow as a mutant. Okay, no problem. As I say, it was just didn't know. I know you're completely disassociated from the plot because you haven't been for a while, and there were lots of people going. I mean, Bear 1066. Who I know you know quite well. My own Pride's going, I'm going. A number of other people who I have said I won't mention are going, good friends of yours. If they haven't told you, I'm afraid I can't say much, but yeah, there's a lot of people going. And it would have been a good one to get yourself back into the plot. And Franconia could do with the extra people, to be honest. But totally understand the youngling situation. Right, I can see we've got quite a few people on Twitch. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're all well. Don't forget I'm over on YouTube as well. Go and look up EldineTux_TLC, the Lark Coach. So it's EldineTux_TLC. Go over my YouTube channel. If you could give me a little subscribe over there, that would be absolutely lovely. And then you can watch it on either medium. I remember having to calm the leader of the Jereg down after nearly declaring war on Algaia. Yep, well, we marched into their camp quite prepared to get some PvP done. In fact, there were a number of players very into potentially killing other players at that point. As I say, it kind of all fizzled out. Kind of a little disappointed, but hey, you know, haven't had good PvP at CP for quite some time that I'm aware of. Not en masse anyway. Not sure who would have come out on top, and I'm not even going to contemplate. I mean, obviously I would say Argaia, but I think it would have been touch and go, although we've got the bigger faction. Jerrig. Yeah. Jerrig and Trixie. I must see if there's a way of automating my YouTube subs here. At the moment I have to type them in. Which means I need to go and check them every so often, make sure nobody's actually subbed to me. Keep pushing it. Yeah, I still only got 3. So these are skeletons from the Tons of Skeleton pack, which you can get on my mini factory. I've actually got a license to print and sell these. They are on my Ko-fi shop page if you are interested at all. If I'm honest, they're a little delicate, but not bad at all. I've got a whole host of them. I'm slowly getting them painted so I can get painted ones up on my shop, because I think that would be a good idea. If there's one here that's not on my shop that you've seen and say, oh, I really like that one, give me a shout. The Step got asked to go support the Jerrig. I was very shocked there wasn't PvP there. I was shocked there wasn't any PvP that night. It was very, very close. The Jerrig, the Algaian blood was very, very high. Very high. And it wasn't instigated by a player, it was instigated by part of our command team. So, yeah. I honestly thought something was going to happen. I thought like they made some decisions in game team or something, that things are going to happen. We got all the way there and it just all stepped down again. I was like, oh, okay. Hey ho. I'm going to say that I know there were people up there doing something. Oh, it'd be really good to see you at a CP event, Pilgrim. Even if it's just one this year, but, you know, you are missed. Things have changed quite significantly. There's a bit more emphasis on Leoness at the moment in Algaia. Franconia's sort of drifted a little. It's mostly the Magecrats, but there are others there as well. Quick's still there. And oh, what's his name? Hagen is still there, as well as, yeah, the diplomat, ex-mage crap. Can't remember his real name or his character name. Ah, he's gone. You'll know him. Adel, that's it. That's the one. I've got his real name now as well. Didn't want to use that on Twitch, but yeah. So yeah, you've got a few there, but yeah, it's definitely shifted towards the Magecrats at the moment. So it'd be good to have other influences from Franconia in there, just to keep a balance. Otherwise it's going to be just Magecrats. I'm not sure how long Hagen, I mean Hagen, you might prove me wrong and you might just stay, but if I know the player, he might decide he wants to move on. His partner who played Sophie died, so he may be looking at a new character to come in with Sophie. May not as well. The two of them, I think the two of them played elves together, but they don't normally play a double act, so. So actually, that's a good question. If you're going to come back to CP, you're going to carry on playing your Franconian, because I know you're going to have a little one and Mrs. Pilgrim with you, or are you going to completely new character? My character's nearly done. I just need a little bit more on the kit side of stuff. Everything else is ready to go. My characters don't usually get finished until the first event anyway. I'll keep the same one and treat it as an encore. Then if they like it, I'll consider a reroll. Absolutely. Sounds like a plan. I can't see why they wouldn't. I mean, but I suppose, you know, some people say that about Empire, and I didn't get on with Empire. It's not, it's a bad system. I just didn't get on with it. So, and I know the two chatters on here tonight are primarily Empire players. Well, they are Empire players as well as CP. So. Okay, just to remind you, I do have adverts on my channel. It just gives me that little bit extra income for the kit library. So if you haven't subscribed, then on Twitch this is, the adverts start in about 17 minutes. There aren't any adverts on YouTube, so if you want to see the whole thing without ads, then YouTube will be the place to go. I'm also interested in the rules skills rewrite. Yeah, I mean, we haven't had that much out yet. There's lots of rumours going around, but there's not really that much about what they're doing. Rumours are they're completely rewriting this bit and adding this bit in. I'm still gutted you didn't enjoy Empire. Well, I mean, it is also, I had to make a decision. I can't really afford to do both Empire and CP. And, you know, if I wasn't already doing CP, then I might have kept going and tried to find a place at Empire. But because I'm already doing CP and Empire didn't grab me, I didn't really want to keep going to Empire hoping to find something better, if that makes sense. Yeah, and there's a whole host of reasons it may have been. I went with the same group each time I went, and maybe a change of group would have helped. It is a different style of game. I felt the role play, whilst was good in places, it wasn't consistent. Now again, that might have been just my experience. I'm not saying it's not consistent. It just didn't feel, because it felt almost like you do a role play here, then you come away, you be yourself for a little bit, and you go there, oh, a bit more role play over here, and that was my lasting impression of Empire. Whereas with CP, I don't drop character hardly at all. I know some people do. Yeah, I'm not saying you have to be in character all the time. You don't necessarily, but I don't have to drop, or I don't feel like I need to drop character. There's a couple of instances I do. It's usually because of other players. But generally, I mean, certainly a character like Torgrim, I could be Torgrim all the time. And that really made the character. But, you know, as I say, we're all different. And I'm relatively new to Bestlarp. You know, 2017 was my first CP event. In some ways, I'm still finding my feet with Bestlarp. Or I feel like I am anyway. No problem, buddy. And enjoy putting your little man to bed. And as I say, try and organise to come over at some point in the not too distant future. Possibly with Pride, possibly on my own. We'll see what happens. Let's hope you have a good evening. No problem, Dino. No problem at all. Fully understand, buddy. Yeah. To be fair, being very practical for a minute, whilst I really appreciate you on the stream, because you do catch up bits for me and you do all the, like, you know, exclamation point stuff, and my stream doesn't seem to be something that attracts a lot of need for a mod, which is cool. So yeah, you take your time. Still here. Got another hour and 10 minutes yet. Is there any area CP you're wanting to look at with the new character? So I'm looking at roleplay primarily, as I normally do, and I'm looking at a different style of roleplay and a different sort of like, yeah. There are a couple of things I hear he wants to sing us. Well, to be fair, at my audition, I didn't do too bad on the singing front. So maybe, you know, maybe if I can get around to learning some songs, which I haven't done yet, you may hear me doing some singing, and I might pleasantly surprise you. You never know. But yeah, there's very much I want to use the character as a vehicle to introduce other character concepts. So I'll do another push in the new year for those from Lyonesse in particular, because, you know, Lyonesse, the characters from Lyonesse, there's a quirk to them. So let's just take Prada Franconia's character for the minute, because I mean she's already in and we already know bits and pieces about Maloney. I'm not going to give too much away, but she's playing an odd character. I really wish this would. What's that? With quirks and reasons that she is like she is, and it's different from Torgrim. And unless you're on the Leoness sort of like Facebook page, and even then people don't always post up what they're doing up there, you just don't know. And that means that to get to know the character, and in some ways this is the best way, you have to talk that character. So Maloney has to tell everybody who she is, what she is, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if, say, my character has heard stories about spirit smiths, then my character can introduce, might be true, might not be true, stories, and you know, and build up some mysticism, or so people aren't relying on the characters themselves to talk about themselves. There's a bard that might know something else, kind of thing. That's what I'm exploring at the moment. Actual game mechanics, what I want to explore. There's a couple of things I'm looking at, but I'm not going to say them here, because with the game changing in the next year, what I'm looking at may change as well, or it may not exist, or so I've gone from much my focus is on the role play, not on game mechanics. I mean, the actual build is so similar to Torgrim, so most of the actual game mechanics I already know, because I already played a character very similar. The main difference is Torgrim could at least fight. Torgrim had a weapon. Lindor's going to have a dagger. And that's about it. But Lindor can read and write, which Torgrim couldn't. And count, I think. I've put numeracy. So that's the main difference between the two characters, but apart from that, they're identical. It's the same sphere of magic. It's they both were or are ritualists. No armor, you know. It's the emphasis is on the role play, not on the character dynamics, because they will appear very different. Let's face it, I probably couldn't do another Torgrim. So what are other people focusing on? I mean, as I say, we've got a rules change coming up at the end of the year. Major one too, major overhaul, which might mean people are going to rewrite characters. And there's going to be that facility to be able to do that. But with all that in mind, what are people looking at this year to do with their characters? Are you just going to like tread water and see where things go? Or are you actually going to try and push forward with stuff that you've been doing before? And if you're not part of the CP world and you're out there listening in and you don't feel you can get involved, by all means ask questions. We've got at least three current CP players on chatting at the moment. You've got myself, Dino and Sharp. I think Pilgrim's gone to put little one to bed. Dino may be a little busy, but you'll get answers, you know, different bits and pieces. Maybe you're new to LARP. Maybe you want to ask questions about what LARP involves. Please feel free. This is an open channel for anything to do with figure painting or LARP. I mean, you might have questions about other things. I am opening the floor to LARPing, but maybe you've got questions about other things, like what I'm doing with these skeletons and how am I doing them and stuff. Quite welcome to ask questions about that as well. And of course, Sarah, yes. Finishing character goals with faction plot and then see what happens after the season ends. That's fair. I'm lurking as always. Yes, Sarah's there in the background. They have been with CP far longer than any others, including Sharp, including you. Although, I mean, just to put people in the picture, Sharp is currently at college. So that gives you some idea of their age. They have been LARPing for 15 years. They started very, very young. So you've got two long-term CP players here. And then Dino and myself. Dino's been a couple of years longer than I have at CP. I've been LARPing for about 30 years, so if it's a general LARP question, I might be able to answer that. If it's CP specific, then we've got other people in the chat with the expertise. Please feel free to ask questions. How long have you been at CP? Sarah, if you don't mind me asking. Just worked out I've been doing LARP for 15 years. Sorry, 17 years as of 2024. Yeah, say CP for me, that would be 7 years, 26 years. 26 years at CP. We are in the middle of adverts, by the way. Oh no, we're on. Adverts start in 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes, so not yet. So I've been at CP for 7 years, but I've been LARPing for 32 years. So you have got a lot of experienced LARPers here. If you're out there and you're a burning question, we're here to answer. I'm the newbie in our group. Yeah, it sometimes goes like that. It does sometimes go like that. I'm a relative newbie at CP because I've only been there 7 years. But having said that, I've always found CP very, very engaging, very open and friendly. 2015 was my first year at CP and in LARP 2. So a couple of years before I started them, as in started at CP. 9 years Dino next year. Where does the time fly? So Sharp 17 years, Dino 9 years, Sarah 26 years. If we just do CP, me 7 years, that's what, 24, 30, 50, 50, 59. We've got 59 years of CP experience currently in this chat, and that's without anybody who's lurking in the background. Not sure how long Pilgrim's been doing it. I think Pilgrim may have disappeared too. Has anyone done all 4 events every year? Yes. I haven't missed a mainline event since I started in 2017. And ads are just about to start, so if you're not subscribed, I may lose you for a short period on Twitch. If you want to see what carries on whilst you're away, you can always go and have a look at YouTube. I'll put the YouTube link up. You can still see the chat, so I can put the YouTube link up. Da, 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 da. Let me just get the YouTube link. I really must put this on some kind of thing. So that's my YouTube link. I've done 3 CP events in a year, but never been able to do all 4, sadly. No, yeah. Oh, Fudge has button. Yeah, that too. There's a bone in there. Last year was supposed to be my first, but then I got sick for E3. Well, it happens. Maybe this year, buddy. Maybe this year. I'll be there. No, I said I haven't missed a mainline event. I've enjoyed CP so much. I enjoy the fact. I mean, CP isn't a perfect system. I don't think there is one. But what I enjoy about CP is its immersiveness. And the fact that if you want to, you can just immerse yourself in the world for the entire weekend. Not come out of character apart from like 2 o'clock in the morning and get back in for 10 o'clock the following morning. I haven't yet found another LARP I can do that with. Even the so-called 24-hour ones. Don't get me wrong, some of them are really good, but CP just ticked all those boxes. So are you planning on all 4 this year, Dino? It's all finishing in just under a minute time. Dates for E2 and 3 aren't great with work. That's a pity. That is a problem with teaching, is that you can't move your holidays around. You are limited. My main problem will be money this year, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be going or not. But, you know. Haven't paid for any of the mainline. Once I can get some money together, the idea is to buy the winter ticket. Being self-employed, I can then move work around to suit. And what about you, Sharp? How many events are you looking to do this year? Did I read right? Your mum's not coming this year. And how does that affect you going? Because Cornwall's a long way down. Two CP and hopefully 2 Empire with 2 Chaos Gate events on top. Okay, cool. Hey, Crafty, welcome in. And Crafty Face is a streamer in her own right. Please go and give her a cheeky follow over on Twitch. How are we this evening, Crafty? Are you on your way home from work, or are you already at home? What are you up to tonight? I could just remind people I'm also over on YouTube, streaming over there. You don't get any adverts on YouTube. That would be going with you. Fair enough. You can subscribe to YouTube for free. You don't get any adverts. You don't get any adverts anyway. Just saying. Just clocked out and I'm dashing back because I forgot my bag. Okay, you go and do that and we'll catch you on the flip. So, I mean, the Sharp has told me all about his Christmas. Where are the rest of you? I haven't heard much from Sarah or Dinah about what they did for their Christmas this year. You have a good one? Or is it okay? Is there any drama? Would you rather not share? Which I totally get. About New Year's resolutions, do people do them? Do you stick to them? And whether you do or you don't, what are they this year? Hanging with family was nice, no drama, just 2 very tired kiddies. That's fair. That's fair. Far too much junk food left over. Yep. Oh yes. Whilst people are getting back to me about what they've done over Christmas, streaming next week. I'm not sure what's happening next week. Potentially, I'm not streaming at all. Monday and Tuesday, that's the 1st and 2nd. I'm in Cornwall. So I won't be streaming from there. The Wednesday I'm working in Cardiff, so chances are I won't be streaming Wednesday either, and I could be working in Cardiff on Thursday as well. That's the 4th and I've got a murder mystery on the 5th. So, yeah, chances are I'm not streaming next week. Might try and get a cheeky one in the weekend if I'm home. Don't know yet. Hey, it's Brush Guy. Merry Christmas to you as well, Mr. Brush Guy. Welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely time. Are you on a break from work? You do for work now. I hope you are. I hope you're having a nice sort of like festive chill out. I hand stitched a sewing kit and got the most dangerous book for a crafty. What's your dangerous book? I think I've seen this come up on Discord somewhere. What's your dangerous book, crafty? Oh, don't do that. If you're not already following Brush Guy is a lovely, lovely man. He is also a figure painter, and I do thoroughly recommend, if you're into your figure painting at all, go and check his channel out. He does some lovely, wonderful work. His Dryad is particularly good in my opinion, but there are other good things on his Instagram and Twitch as well. 17th century dress pattern books from the V&A. You're going to be busy. Yes, I have my Christmas break, but there was not much festivity because COVID. No, but it was not too worse, and I am fine again now. I'm glad you are better. No, COVID over Christmas is not fun. Thank you. Don't make me go again, my friend. That's all right. I've said my bit. But yes, go and check out Brush Guy. He's not on super often, but when he is on, he's worth going to have a look at. And I say he's got an Instagram. If you're into your figure painting at all, it's worth having a little nose. So what I like about my community, it brings figure painting and LARP together. They have transcribed the embroidery patterns for the Leighton jacket and Corva's open sleeved waistcoat. Does that mean you are doing new things, Crafty? Well, I usually visit my sisters over Christmas, but one was not at home herself, and the other also had COVID. So again, quiet Christmas. I've had a quiet Christmas for the last 2 years, 3 years, something like that. 2 years. And it can be quite lonely, but I'm sure you'll make up for it. You know, visiting family. It was nice. I was with my new family this year for the first time. It was all good. No dramas, particularly. Okay, I watched Lord of the Rings once again. Yep, I've got a new thing to watch on TV now. I don't have a TV license here. For those of you not in the UK, you need a TV license to watch live TV and anything from the BBC. I kind of like Doctor Who, so I've started from the beginning because my new partner has got a license. So I've been watching Doctor Who from the beginning, 1963. Older than me. Crafty's now got insane mind to make a version of Leighton jacket with nods to the members of Dro. Oh, Crafty. My new family. Yes, I have a partner. She's on here as Pride Franconi. I don't think she's watching us tonight, but yes, I've been seeing Pride Franconi now for what, 7 months. 7 months to tomorrow, and I spent Christmas with her family. Might have spent money on samples for white linens and gold threads. Yeah, I feel lucky. I still need to watch everything Doctor Who from Peter Capaldi on. Yes, well, I kind of stopped watching it Peter Davidson. I've seen a few David Tennant, but not really much. So I've gone right back, as I say, right back to William Hartnell and working my way through the first season at the moment, but only when I'm there. Excuse me, which of course I'm not at the moment because I'm at home. Yeah, I kind of lost interest after Tom Baker. I do remember seeing some Colin Baker. I think I saw one Sylvester McCoy and really didn't like it. I was only, what was I? Pre-20, I think. I can't remember. Old brain. So yes, I am. Once I get a fixation like this, I will watch everything, even if I'm not enjoying them. So I will see everything. As Doctor Who was never popular in Germany, I missed out on most of the older stuff prior to 2005 reboot. Yeah, okay. Was it not popular in Germany? It's a staple. Well, it always used to be a staple here in the UK. And I loved it, as with Tom Baker. Right, so I'm determined to see how it's changed over the years. The acting back in 1963 left a lot to be desired. But it's still, I mean, Sylvester McCoy was my favourite. Oh, fair enough. As I say, yeah. I have to speedrun washing and drying my uniform. When I get home, it smells of damp at the moment, and that's not fun. No, it's not fun. No. I've just put a wash on, which I need to put out to dry tonight, because I need that dry by Friday. I knew there was Doctor Who, and at some point German stations showed a few episodes, but it never really took off. And you've met Sylvester McCoy. Go you! Where did you meet Sylvester McCoy? It's your claim to fame then, Crafty. Don't think I've met any of the Doctors. Bit lazy. He was at Comic-Con, so I queued. Fair enough. Did you go on an adventure with him? No, Crafty, quite possibly. I was more interested in his role as Radagast the Brown. I quite liked him as Radagast the Brown. I thought some of the effects could have been better, but yeah, his character was quite good. Not quite how I envisaged Radagast the Brown from the books, but you watched him today. You would have done if you've watched Lord of the Rings from start to finish. I'm just into Hobbit 2, but I saw you were on, so I wanted to say hi. Right, and you're always welcome in, my friend. Always welcome in. As I say, I don't think I'm going to be on much over the next week. We might try and get a weekend stream in next week. As in not this weekend, the weekend after. If I'm home. I may not be home. Not sure what's happening at the moment. Just know I'm going to be very busy next week. Also, I missed your birthday, so belated congratulations. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Oh, that reminds me, I wanted to put something up I've got to find it now, but I think it's important, so I'm going to find it. Let me just go here and then search. Need a link. This person I know has posted this link up. There we go. Right. Do a copy to that. Right, so the other thing I'm going to do is find the picture that goes with it. I remember him from Jigsaw. Yeah, I've kind of remembered Jigsaw. My phone decided you don't need subtitles today. Okay. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. I have not been too productive the past weeks. Played too many games. Well, that's fair enough. I did continue a little in my ultramarine project. Ooh. Is it there? Is it there? It's not going to be there, is it? No, it's not. It would be very nice if it was in there, and it's probably not going to be there either. Just talk amongst yourselves whilst I no, it's not. So yeah, there's a picture I want to show everybody. I did show it a couple of streams back. I scratch built a banner for it. Ooh, you got any pickies, mate? Any pickies at all? I'm just having to download something off WhatsApp. I have full kit try on Christmas Eve. Twirling gifts were sent all over Discord. Are they on my Discord? Because then I will find them in my Discord. I don't like WhatsApp on my computer because you can't just filter out the media, and it's a pain. You can do it on your phone. Right, clicky clicky. Clicky clicky. Ooh, that looks really cool. Dun, 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 dun. There you go, it's that there. Click on OK, show that. There we go. That looks really cool, mate. It's really, really good. Give that a like. I like that. I like that a lot. I say gifs, it's a video. Okay. There we are, Crafty. The GIF has been posted. Is that in my Discord? Let me just find this picture. Oh, come on. You're not going to do it, are you? It is. Okay. Yes. LARP chat section. That sounds cool to me. Right. This WhatsApp picture is not coming up. Typical. Right. LARP chat. And you're showing your face, Crafty. Careful now. We've got to be careful about this. Showing your face. Okay, that seems to have worked, so let's pull that up. There we go. It's Crafty in her full dress. I've been thinking I might show my face in a couple of Discords. Careful. Careful. That's really cool. No, it looks really nice. Going to put us all to shame. I can't show you this picture. I've been sent it. I thought I downloaded it so I could show last time. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I wonder if it's in there. No. No. It should be in downloads, if anywhere. It's not there. No, it's not. Okay, I'll have to do it next time. It's from my birthday. Waistcoat hides all the sins. Well, of course it does. You've got to have something that hides everything that I would do wrong, certainly. So I have compacted my pleats too much, so there's not enough skirt fabric at the front, so it closes. So it closes, or so it doesn't close, or it's not a wasted waist. It's not a wasted coat. Okay. I brain's not coping. Otherwise, you'd be seeing Corva's undergarments in very lewd plave. People are using words I don't know. I'm going to go back to my painting. I'm confused. Which isn't hard. Yeah, I was going to show you the picture of my birthday present. Just wondering if there's somewhere else I can do it. Don't think there is. Very lewd place. Aha. You don't know what lewd means. Well, I know what lewd means. Sarah's pun. Sarah's pun. Sarah's pun. Brushface did a pun. Brushface, sorry, brush guy. Sorry, brush guy. I was going to say, I don't think you did a pun, did you? I think I'm confused. This is why I get confused. It's not hard to confuse me. Sorry, buddy, I didn't mean to. It's like Pound Shop Paladin. I kept calling him Poundland Paladin. I'm sure he took offence at it. I was like, oh, sorry. It wasn't deliberate, I promise. I noticed he was on today, but I haven't seen him on my stream for a long, long time. What can I say? Well, I've done quite well with this one tonight. Half an hour left, people. Half an hour left. I say, and then I won't be on for over a week. Dino, you're gonna have to start streaming, mate. It's all good. Yeah, I know. It's just, yeah. I'm a bit embarrassed when I do it. I get something into my head about somebody's name and trying to get it out. Nightmare. I think what I did that time, I sort of like put your name together with Crafty, because it's Crafty Face. And I wonder if, yeah, don't know. Be the most logical thing anyway. Right, now this arm is also a bone, and I didn't do it as a bone because I'm a numpty. Oh, I wasn't there actually, if I did do it. Our brains do work in mysterious ways, my friend. Yes. Mysterious. Yes, absolutely, they do. They make connections, and it's not until you go and say something and you realise that it's wrong that the connections you made are not right. I suppose it helps us remember it's all the pattern recognition that we're supposed to do. So, what are people doing for New Year? It's the 27th day, we've got 4 days. I'm not going to be on between now and then, so what are people's plans? Right, Franconia and I we're going down to Cornwall, and we're going to try and see the sunrise on New Year's Day. We don't stay up late at night, we do the sunrise in the morning. However, looking at the weather forecast, we'll be lucky to see any kind of sunrise. It'll probably just get lighter. We're taking the van with us, so we'll probably sit in the back of the van just watching the day get lighter. I have again no plans at all. Sometimes that's good though, having no plans. Say, in Christmas the last couple of years for me, there were no plans. I just stayed at home. There are a couple of people who it's not as though people didn't invite me. People invite me to those. And just sometimes you just want a break. Final Fantasy 14. Is that what you're doing New Year's Day? I'll be working New Year's Day, but Eve and the day after. Not New Year's. I will be working not New Year's Day, but Eve and the day after with you. Okay. Probably fleeing the stupid fireworks. Yep. And yes to Final Fantasy 14. This is a new colour for me. Hawk Brown. I've not used this one before. Let's see what that comes out like. Yeah. So I'm going to be absolutely knackered New Year's Day because I'm going to be up at like 4:30 in the morning. It's all good though. That'll be why I'm playing. Crank the music up and drown the fireworks out, and I won't be able to sleep. But I will be asleep at midnight on New Year's Eve in a hotel. I think the hotel's not in the middle of a town or anything, so we might get away with not hearing any fireworks. Let's just pick the whole lot and then go over it. Yeah, I'm not a huge, like, get up, stay up really late and watch the New Year in kind of person. I tend to fall asleep anyway. But yeah, getting up early, seeing the New Year, seeing the first sunrise. It's a Japanese thing, and if Pride was on, she'd tell you exactly what it's called too. I haven't got a clue. I just like it. I think it's a great way of doing it. Begins with H. I'm sure it begins with H. I'm still trying to work out where I can get that picture from. I know it's on my phone, but my phone's up there. That's my phone there, because I've switched from webcams to phones because they're much clearer, much better, and Linux likes them better. So I know it's on WhatsApp, but I can't seem to get back far enough on WhatsApp on the computer. No, it's still not doing it. I know how I can do it, you muppet. I'm a muppet. I am a real muppet. I'm there. Okay, so nope, that's not what I want. Don't even want that. That's what I want. So this was a birthday present for those of you that haven't seen it before. My character there's at the back, and Pride's character there's at the front. That's Torgrim and Maloney. Love it, absolutely love it. Great artist, and the reason I wanted to do that is so I can then put the artist into chat. There's a link to her artwork. She's Polish and bases a lot of what she does artwork wise in Polish Slavic folklore. Really cool. What have I just missed? Some of my embroidery linen samples arrive tomorrow. Naturally, I'm out traveling. Of course you are. But yeah, so that I have that in as a print in a frame. And it was really cool. Really cool. I'm sorry everyone, I'm going to have to drop out early. My phone is on 50%. I need battery to get the next one. No problem, Crafty. You go and get yourself home. It's really good to see you, and yeah, I'll see you sometime in the new year. So yes, so that was a birthday present. And yeah, very nice. And I'm still trying to find places, a place to put it up in my flat. I haven't yet found the perfect place. It's one of those. But if you're interested in her artwork, go and check her Facebook, check her website out. And particularly in the UK, I don't know if she does anything abroad. She might. She's got a very interesting style, and it captures that Slavic feel. Actually, I've done these as metal bands, but may have been leather bands with metal rivets. That actually would probably look better. No, I've done them metallic. Typical, really. Typical. Let's try it. She's got a lovely style. She has. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, she asked Pride very carefully, can I do it my own style, or does it need to be as close? And no, do it your own style. And I think it makes a beautiful picture. Yeah, beautiful picture of the two characters together. The only time those two characters will ever be together in the game. A special moment. Oh, and she lives right next to Torchwood. What, in Cardiff? I think she's down here, isn't she? I haven't looked at where she's. To be fair, I've only been to her site once, and I only went briefly. I wanted to make sure I'd linked it on my channel. Yes. Well, see, Pride lives in Cardiff, so kind of fitting, really. I think she does. Pride came across her through a craft fair, local craft fair in Cardiff. Now, going back, and I'm gonna. Repaint these brown and pick out the rivets. Okay, what is the time? We've got about 20 minutes. So I'm going to see who's on in a minute so we can go and raid. I'm going to say this nice and early because, you know, it's important. Please follow me through on the raid, even if you don't stay on the channel for very long. Follow me through on the raid. It it definitely helps the person we're raiding, but I also get the impression it helps my analytics too if I can take more people through on the raid. I will put a link into chat to where we're raiding so you can come and join us if you don't get pulled through, which does happen occasionally. But yeah, it would be very nice of you if you could follow us through. I'm giving that heads up a bit early. We've got 20 minutes. Don't disappear on me now. We reached the dizzy heights of 9 people on Twitch. Of course, I'm talking about Twitch, not YouTube. If you haven't already, go and give me a subscription on YouTube as well. That would be really helpful for my analytics. I've got 3 subscribers so far. A few more would be nice. YouTube isn't as interactive as Twitch. However, you don't get adverts on YouTube. Just saying. Not in the middle of the stream anyway, I can remember. Don't know. That needs to dry. That needs to dry. But no, it'd be really nice to see you over on YouTube as well. And that way you can either use Twitch or YouTube when you are viewing me, whichever's easiest. And it doesn't really matter to me. I suppose Twitch margin at the moment gives me a little bit more income if you view, because I get the adverts. But you know, you say YouTube, Twitch does anyway. But you know, I'm going to start to try and build my YouTube channel. I'm going to start putting up a few short tutorials on different painting bits and pieces. So I might do one on skeletons because they're nice and easy to do, and you know, it's one of those things that people might be interested in. Also, I'm going to be doing a wood tutorial as well, and anything else anybody can think of, might do those. But you can also see, since I've started anyway, all my Twitch streams, all my streams, because they're on YouTube as well, they're saved up there. I did try and stream to Facebook. Facebook for some reason doesn't like my music and was blanking all my audio because of this music I have in the background. Twitch and YouTube don't mind it. YouTube have given me a little bit of a reminder that this is copyrighted music. It is copyrighted music, but you can see across the top there I have the permission of the composer to use this on my stream. Oops, sorry about that. But as I say, Facebook seemed to think that I couldn't use it and just blanked. Which is a bit of a pain, really. What I might do with Facebook is do some shorts at some point. Based on my stream. I've done one where I just literally just sped everything up so it was only over in 20 minutes, but I wouldn't be interested in that. Right, let's see who we have on. Who can we go and jump on? Right, from the LARPing community we have Zark Eldin, who's playing Genshin Impact, always plays Genshin Impact, and has, yeah, he doesn't really interact with his chat. I don't mind going to jump on him, but yeah. We also have Velvelia, who we have raided before. She's only got 2 following at the moment. She's playing Lethal Company, which seems to be her game of interest. And then Agent B Smith, who is playing Stray. What's Stray? Of course, I go into adverts when I go on his stream. I'll let the adverts finish and we're going to have a look. I'll finish my Hobbit movie now, so have a great New Year's Eve. Enjoy your time. You too, buddy. And yeah, we shall see you in 2024. It's nice to have you on the chat and looking forward to seeing some more of your streams. Sci-Fi Cat. Sci-Fi, is that a stray? Is that what Stray is? Sci-Fi Stray Cat. Oh, I'm with you. Yeah. Well, that looks interesting. Let's put some sound on. He's also got a voice mod on. So he's got a robotic voice. Okay, well, we'll see if he's on in... Well, actually, do you know what? No, it's definitely... Do you know what? I am going to finish that. I know I'm a little early tonight, but, you know, yeah, it probably was a redeem. I've got a few things to do here because I got home late today. I need to do a few bits and pieces. So I hope it sounds like everybody had a good Christmas, apart from Brush Guy who had COVID. I'm glad to see he's up and about and he's doing stuff. I hope you have a good New Year. I'm going to raid Agent B Smith. Let's get that started. Let's also put that into my chat. Let's put a link in and we'll put a shout out. No, let's do it on the right computer. Shout out. Agent B Smith. I think we've raided him recently anyway, but you know, there's the shout out. So there's the linky link. Yes, so I am going to go and do that. Don't forget, I do have credits at the end, so you can see if you've been chatting on Twitch, not on Facebook. Not that we have any chats on Facebook tonight. So yes, please stick around for those, and I shall see you hopefully about a week into the new year. Have fun, everyone. Good night.